Hello everyone! In this video, we will take a look at the game's development progress during the last month. If you are new here, welcome! Please subscribe to the channel and like the video. Feats are mini tasks that guide you through the game. They ultimately help you achieve the core game goal, which is to prove you are worthy of ascending into your next life. There are also quests that you can take from the NPCs, which we will talk about later. The wooden hammer is being replaced for a stone hammer. It's better looking and easier to craft. There are two new ways to drink water. The first one is grabbing some with your palm and drinking it. The second one is more sophisticated, but involves crafting a water skin. The water skin allows you to drink anywhere you go, and it's perfect for a long hike into the conifer forests. You can now build stone structures. The most basic stone builds are the stone floor and stone wall. They snap together and are a perfect upgrade from a wooden house. Meat can now be cooked using a cooking stand. The meat is put on the hooks, and if there's a lit campfire underneath, the meat will be cooked in a couple of seconds. The smelter, metal caster and campfire all now require firewood to work. Firewood can be made using the new log splitter build. After you split the log, you drop some firewood. The woodcutter is used to produce smaller wood bits. It can split a big log into planks or smaller logs. It can further split planks into smaller planks. Finally, it can split a branch into smaller branches. The tanning rack is used to make tanned leather. It's an essential item in making leather armor. After we place a deer hide into the rack, we can skin it using a sheath. The wooden chest is a great place to store items when not in use. It's a small container that can be opened by lifting the top lid. Carrying logs is a tedious task. For that reason, we now have the log sled built. It allows you to push up to 10 logs. It's an absolute necessity. The world can be lonely sometimes. For that reason, we added a human NPC. He is neutral by default, but if you attack him, he will hit you back. If you wave at him, you will start a dialogue. You can trade various items with him or receive quests. When you take a quest, it appears in the handbook in the quest tab. The rack armor is tier 1 armor that you can craft using leather scraps, which are dropped from the boar. It's the cheapest one to make. Leather armor is tier 2 armor. You can craft it using the tanned leather that we made with the tanning rack. The bronze armor is an upgrade to the leather armor. It requires bronze ingots to craft. There's one more armor type later in the video. The dwarf realm is very different from the human realm. It's cold and has tall mountains. To survive here, you must be well equipped from the grind in the human realm. Let's now go step by step of how this world was made. First, we have the initial terrain, which is generated based on NPD. Then we add freezing cold water, which damages the player. We drop some sticks and stones so the player can craft basic items. Then we sprinkle some trees all over the map on more even terrain. We add some big boulders to the mix. We spawn iron ore vines so the player can gather iron. I almost forgot, we add animals so the player can hunt and eat. Finally, we add important structures. We start the world on a spawning platform. Here we can see a dwarven structure which holds a portal to the human realm. When we look around, we see a snowy landscape. We can now go search for iron ore vines. After we gather some iron, we can use it to make iron armor. The iron armor is an upgrade to the bronze armor and offers better protection to the wearer. Iron can also be used to craft ice hooks. Ice hooks are used to climb steep slopes and reach dungeon entrances. Using the ice hook, we can now climb up previously unreachable places. Such places are the dungeons. The dwarven dungeons are procedurally generated using an upgraded algorithm of the human realm cave system. It features 4 different room types and is said to be about 30 rooms long. Occasionally there are skeletons you can fight and receive gold. Gold coins are used to trade with the dwarves outside the dungeon. Eventually you will reach the end room and you will encounter the red skeleton boss. After your fight, you will be able to open the chest behind him and hold the realm key. It's a rusty old key that can unlock the exit gate at the top of the mountain. At the highest point of the terrain, you will find the exit gate. It has iron gates that open only using the rusty key from the dungeon. After you open the gates, you will be able to access the portal to the next realm, which is the elf realm. This is all for today's episode. If you enjoyed this video, please look at our previous ones. We have a lot of content like this. We have an active Discord community, which you are welcome to join. We also have the game on Steam and you can wishlist it there. Finally, we have a running Patreon. If you become a supporter, you will be able to play the game when the closed beta releases next summer. Until next time.